Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Altumarisa binti Sulumarum and my metric number is 270701. So in this slide, I will presenting on introduction of our assignment. So in introduction, rail transportation are considered as an important in transportation system in the long run. In terms of land transportation, rail transport can carry cargo and passenger with large capacity in one time along its way to the destination compared to other land transportation such as road transport. The investment for advanced rail transport in a country can give benefits to many sectors such as business sector, industry sector, public user and the government itself in terms of economic development. The decision to make huge investment to the rail transport was a good decision as it can give benefit which it can improve the local economies and quality of life. With the investment in new trains, it will result in higher quality and incremental service level improvements as we can introduce new system and technology to the government. In addition, renewal of existing infrastructure of railway together with continued expenditure on operation and maintenance will allow the network of rail transportation to continue producing economic benefits as part of ongoing rail investment. Briefly, the investment on the new rail transport system and technologies will give a lot of advantages. So, in this project proposal, we describe about the new transport system and technology that will be implemented in India. This proposal also explains about the reason for choosing India as a country that needs an improvement in their rail transport. So next, I will explain about the reason to make investment in India rail transport system. Rail transportation in India are considered as a backbone of the transport system in that country. It is because India needs transportation that can carry large scale of passenger and freight that also can contribute in economic growth. Railway play a crucial role in transporting passenger and cargo across India's enormous landscape. So for the point one, which is New Delhi is the capital of India that have a huge population. The main rail station in India was also in New Delhi that is known as Delhi Metro. This station can connect India's capital region with satellite cities and is the country's largest and busiest rapid transport system. For the second point is India also rich with raw material such as food grain. Moreover, Kolhapur also are the place that many tourists are aiming to visit. Kolhapur district receive a high number of visitors and travelers throughout the years and is easily accessible by road via several roads, so that railway connections are needed in the state too because it can attract more tourists to visit Kolhapur from New Delhi. So for the third point, another reason to make investment in rail transport system is in India is there are many areas in India that still have poor connection between rural area and urban area. The connection between rural area and urban area in India are important in terms of movement of passengers and freight from rural area to urban area in carrying out economic activities. It also can reduce high density population, especially in urban area. This is because when rail transport are available in the rural area, people will easily transport from rural area without having to migrate to urban area. For the last point, railway in India also ideal for long distance travel for bulk commodities such as grain, minerals, and ores. Apart from being an environmentally friendly and cost-effective mode of transportation, in India, rail is also the preferred mode of transportation for automobile in transporting bulk commodities. So now I will explain a little bit about transportation history in India. In the middle of 19th century, India still used traditional transportation which is bullock cart and pack horse as a transportation. After that, the transportation in India started to undergo change during the arrival of British to that country. British rulers start to make improvement to India's transportation when they realized that a low-cost, simple mode of transportation are required in India so that British ruler can secure the industry by smoothing the flow of raw material from the point of origin to the British manufacturer. So, British ruler improved the road transportation and established the steamship in India rivers. As a result, this transportation connect the country's principal cities, ports, and marketplace by road in India. However, the transportation system in India are at the time not completely improved until the establishment of rail transportation. Since independence, in terms of freight and public transportation, India has made significant development. In the field of aviation, railway, and road transportation, India has set numerous world records. Indian Railway is a vital means of transportation in India, delivering over 18 million people and over 2 million tons of freight every day across the world. And it is considered as a world largest and busiest rail network. Until today, most Indian people use public transportation as their major form of transportation, and India's public transportation network are among the most frequently using in the world. So that's all my part, and thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuri Izianti and my matric number is 270890. Now I will presenting about the impact of the development new railway system. Okay, first, this is explain about mobility and accessibility. Okay, high-speed rail (HSR) will change the accessibility of travel from New Delhi to Kolhapur through the use of this fast and large-scale transportation to cross the region. This HSR will increase urban accessibility and reduce intercity space time distance by improving intercity spatial connectivity along the road. In turn, HSR will also solve the problem of fast transportation of many passengers for Indian domestic travel, and is also play an important role in promoting economic development by accelerating the flow of information, labor, and also technology. Next, is about policy term. High-speed rail project which are to be built from the New Delhi to Kolhapur road. Is it necessary to determine the key factor of the sustainable transport framework and examine the major obstacle to implementing sustainable transport policy in the location involved? Intensive policy instrument consisting of infrastructure provision and management, technological improvement, regulation, information, awareness, education, and pricing. This policy instrument is produced to implement all sustainability solutions and formulate. After that, it relates about health. The project is estimated to play an important role in healthcare along the route from New Delhi to Kolhapur. Not only that, transportation infrastructure can improve the healthcare environment in the selected region by increasing the accessibility of health resources and the utilization of healthcare service. Therefore, this will further improve the health of the people in the region. In turn, the opening of high-speed rail also make medical technology and medical equipment more good and easily accessible, thus improving the medical environment in backward area. Furthermore, the construction of this high-speed rail project has facilitated the flow of talent by facilitating experts to communicate, expanding the geographical mobility of medical staff, and strengthening medical cooperation between the region involved in India. Okay, next about tourists. The high-speed rail HSR project on the New Delhi to Kolhapur India route is one of the closely related economic activity, as increased mobility is seen to facilitate change in the movement or behavior of tourists. Okay, that is a general consensus that an increase in the accessibility of tourist destination usually lead to a demand for tourists. Not only that, the HSR system will have a positive impact on the promotion of urban tourism and foster the development of business tourists. Travel is also less expensive and tourists can enjoy a more comfortable trip. Okay, last, this is about economy. Economic development has become less dependent on research and more dependent on relationship across space. Transportation expands the opportunity for acquiring and selling various commodities required for industrial and manufacturing systems, labor market improvement in access to labor, as well as reduction in access costs, especially in community improvement, local scala, or use of low-cost labor, global scala. Construction of high-speed rail on the New Delhi to Kolhapur road, which serve as a means of transport, providing market access by connecting producer and consumers so that construction can take place. This kind of transportation is real. Economic factor related to the production of goods and service imply that this method is fundamental in their generation. The project implies that regardless of cost, this activity cannot take place without the existence of a high-speed rail transport project. A sustainable transportation system with modern infrastructure support many initiatives, giving way to economic change.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, my name is Fariza Izzat Shifa binti Safar. My metric number is 275510. So, I will continue to present my part, which is population in Delhi. So, Delhi, or known as National Capital Territory and City of India, which is the large metropolitan state in India, based on the data from research. Delhi is on the number 5th most populated city and become the largest capital area in India. So, the population in Delhi was rapidly increasing, and the development in urban area also was expanded. Delhi has been populated continually since earliest of the 6th century. So the city size of Delhi is covering a large area, which is total size of 1,484 square kilometer. The city has one of the greatest population density in the world, with 229,259.12 people per square mile. So next is Delhi population growth. As Delhi is the one of the world's faster growing city, which was rapidly increased with a population over 18 million people in this year, was compared to in 1901 with just 400,000 people. So from the data given, the population in Delhi at the current metro area was recorded roughly around 32.1 million people populate, which is 2.84% increase from the year of 2021. So they was still rapidly increasing and estimate will be increased over the 5 years in the future. So in Delhi, the government and other organizations have made a significant to improve their struggle in rapid growth in terms of other services that provided, including the education and especially in transportation. So people from around the India have migrated to Delhi due to the improvement of road transport and also a better quality living standard compared to their regions of demand train services in New Delhi. As in Delhi, main railway was called as New Delhi Railway Station, or in short form is NDLS, which was located at the between of Ajmeri Gates and Paharganj. New Delhi railway station is the one of the busiest railway station in the country in terms of their train frequency and also passenger movements. So they have 16 platforms with 18 track which can handle around 500,000 passengers daily, which was recorded in the year of 2013. The station also was occupied to be used as for retail and also commercial use. So from the latest news, in March of 2020, there was a redevelopment with a long-term plan from the public-private partnership is to change the railway station to improve the passenger flow with a goal to make a world-class railway station. This is due to the demand was increasing, which people are using trains to commute every day. Currently, they have 818 special mail express train and another 2,891 commuter services were running on daily. Furthermore, 26 special trains are operating to be act as a clone for regular trains. This is to cover when have a high demand. And another 479 passenger services are also available. This kind of operation train is for the highest demand destination to another destination that become the main city or famous place. Next is train services from New Delhi to Kolhapur. As we are proposed to interconnect the railway track from New Delhi to Kolhapur because they just have one track from New Delhi to Kolhapur and it takes a long time to travel. So as a result, we are advocate that a high-speed rail to be built at the New Delhi station in order to reach Kolhapur station in the shortest time as possible. Despite from the fact that traveler can also reach the destination by flight, but mostly travelers who like to experience to travel by train. As Kolhapur also one of the tourism place that need to be traveled, it was worthy to be upgraded the railway track from New Delhi to Kolhapur by advocates the high-speed rail. So for example, in Kolhapur have a famous place with the historical and cultural place. For example, Mahalakshmi Temple. So besides that, the region economy also based on Kolhapuri chapels and Kolhapuri necklace, which are manufactured exclusive in the area and was distributed globally. Last but not least is the location of the terminal. As we was proposed to integrate the high-speed rail to connect the New Delhi to Kolhapur, we developed the rail track at the New Delhi rail station and connected to Kolhapur stations, as well as we are providing the facility in terms to support the rail speed in both stations. This is due to the fact that New Delhi rail station is located in the center of the city and become a hub for local as well as tourists for other state and also country. So in comparison, the Kolhapur train station, or known as Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj of Kolhapur, in short term of KOP, is the city main railway stations. So because there are only 4 platforms, the station is quite small and in compared to the New Delhi rail stations. So the station also not only provided passenger rail services but also freight train services. So from the map above, we could see that the train services that provide from New Delhi rail station is taking long time to travel to Kolhapur. So by developing a high-speed railroad between New Delhi and Kolhapur in order to reduce the travel time and enhance tourist preference for rail travel over air travel. However, with rising passenger demand and a developing high-speed railway network, train operation management must consider a major factor in the operation plan in order to meet increasing passenger demand while reducing the operational cost, because this will have an impact on the train frequency and also train load at both stations. So that's all for my part, and thank you.
Thank you, Fariza. So my name is Nurul Fahida Fazlin binti Cik Abbas, and my matrix number is 270883. So now I will continue the presentation. I will talk about 4 elements of rail, which is rail thread, rail terminal, train coach, and motive power. First is rail thread. Rail thread is an essential component of rail because rail thread purpose is to guide the train wheels moving forward by withstanding the significant pressure that is pushed by the wheels. The most fundamental and essential elements of threads are the railway is rail thread. Next is, all contemporary rails are made of hot rolled steel, and even moment imperfection in the steel can be treated to the safety of the railway and any trains that are traveling along it. Steel rails are required to have the ability to withstand high stress and not crack easily. So, we made the decision to use steel rail thread all the way from New Delhi to Kolhapur so that the journey would be less difficult and more secure. Next is rail terminal and train coach. For the rail terminal is, the New Delhi railway station is the origin point for the vast majority of trains that travel to the east and the south of the country. This station serves as the starting point for a number of significant trains that travel to other areas of other country. The New Delhi railway station is the most profitable station on the Indian railway system because it generates the most revenue from passengers. This made it the system's most important station. For the train coach, the implementation of multiple unit train control has made this accomplishment conceivable. This is made possible by a technological advancement known as multiple unit train control, which enables the control of multiple trains at the same time. Because we provide a service to transport customers between New Delhi and Kolhapur, we made the decision to operate passenger coaches. Now, I will talk about motive power. The operation of an electric engine is very easy to comprehend because it can acquire electricity from an overhead power supply or from electric rails, and it is outfitted with an onboard transformer. The use of electric traction is virtually universally acknowledged to be the mode of railroad operation that achieves the highest level of both productivity and efficiency. This, of course, is contingent upon the availability of low-cost electricity in ample supply. The next point is electric locomotives have a lifespan that is significantly longer than diesel locomotives, spend significantly less time in the shop being maintained, and have significantly lower overall maintenance costs. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Marzian Misbari with metric number 275538. So here I will explain about the train operation and management. So the train operation and management in India can influence the development of the terminal areas, attracts more passengers to use the train station. Divisional railway manager, head of New Delhi division accessibility is the main factor in the making changes in the future infrastructure. The signaling system installation has a significant impact and has a high cost. Still, from the safety, it gives the passenger have the confidence to use public transport because of its safety and security. The automation of signaling system known as automation block signaling (FBS), which is the system is a railway signaling technique in which a railway line was divided into a series of track sections of block. The installation of axle accountant at the end of the track section enables the detection along the continuous trains rail lines. The manual of signaling system in India, which is semaphore, color light signal, position light signals, these signals, and target signals. Micro safety concept and practices in signaling are the one of upgrading signaling concept of railway transport. The upgrading signaling system creates the blueprints within the real-time information and makes the railway transit more punctual. Due to high population in New Delhi, India, which is the center for the economic sector development, this signaling system needs to upgrade to ensure that they increase their standard of living for a bright future in their country. Software-based signaling systems are required to maintain the positive action by both parts within the software and related to the hardware to preserve a permissive state. Indirectly, the improvement of the problem solving that involves the high issues of failure in the railway transport creates the positive action, resulting in the reversion of the signaling systems. Hence, the upgrading railway transport in India from the capital of India, New Delhi, to Kolhapur positively impacts to the economic development in rural areas in India. Safety measures are very beneficial in every transportation. It's also related to how the railway management can control their operation movement smoothly to reduce the difficulties. There are many aspects of the safety measure, especially security from the railway transit authority and the guideline of restriction area in the dangerous place in the railway transit area. The highest priorities of passenger life can enhance the quality of service in railways transport as the continuous service in the community. Human resource management is a high priority project for Indian Railway intended to boost production and increase employee satisfaction. It is a move to increase the railway system's efficiency and productivity. The talent and skills nowadays are very essential to implement the safety of the subway and maintain the railway's reputation in these countries. Hence, it is to predict to significant impact to all employees' performance. Information management in railway station is being prioritized globally, not only in India. The real-time information helps the railway station staff control their movement more effectively and reduce the incident based on the impact of false information. Information and communication technology, ICT, is widely used mainly to transferring data. These are crucial to ensure the security and safety of the railway transport. Overall, the high population in India and the unstable economic India country need to be some changes to make their standard of life more stable. Upgrading their railway transportation indirectly can improve their economic development, and their people can start trading their business over there. Based on our proposal to upgrade the railway station from train station to the high-speed rail, we can conclude that the tourism for the country can increase with their new changes that they make. On the other hand, installation of the new railway system can significantly impact their efficiency and indirectly have environmental control due to reduced pollution in that area. Furthermore, the high passenger demand for the transportation create the new idea of developing the new high-speed rail in the rural area. So that's all from our group. Thank you.